सर्वं ब्रह्ममयं सर्वं ब्रह्ममयं रे 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 सर्वं ब्रह्ममयम् सर्वं ब्रह्ममयं सर्वं ब्रह्ममयं रे 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 सर्वं ब्रह्ममयम्.
Good morning, Namaskaram.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Audio is clear? Audio is clear?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Okay, we'll start.
Audio is clear. Good morning.
Good morning, Ramesh. Yeah. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Om Sadashivasamarambham Sankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnur Gurur Devo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्. ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्. नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः. सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्ससुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्. वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं. भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोपला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला. अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवै रणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः. पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितं. लोके सज्जन षट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद् भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः. Good morning and namaskaram to all. We have been discussing Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We are in the 8th chapter. We completed up to the verse 22nd. Verse 22nd, where Bhagavan says, Bhaktya labhyastvananyaya. Right? Bhagavan is attained, or God is realized, or self is realized by ananyaya bhaktya. So the bhakti is to be ananya bhakti. There is nothing other than Bhagavan here. That is the real bhakti, which is para bhakti, by which we will realize Bhagavan. Self is Atma, Atma is Bhagavan, Bhagavan is Brahman. So that Atma we have to realize by knowing that there is nothing other than consciousness here. Bodham, Bodham, Bodham. Okay. So, but the problem is this realization of God or self. Sometimes it is not possible for everyone to realize early. When the body is moving around, okay, when the jiva is in this body, sometimes it is not possible. The purna anubhavam, or the complete realization or the assimilation of this knowledge need not be complete for everyone. Okay, so then bhakti and jnanam, if the bhakti and the knowledge, if the intellectual understanding, the clarity that what is self, if the clarity is there, intellectually clearly understood, then after a stage, this jiva need not come back to earth, or there is no punaravarti, there is no punarjanma here. For those who have understood intellectually, there is no without doubt, only Bhagavan is here, only Bodham is here, only consciousness is here. One who has realized without doubt, total conviction is there, but that assimilation has not happened. That means the anubhavam has not come. What does that mean? It means that sometimes the mind is getting disturbed. Okay, in the stages, sometimes it gets disturbed. So such jivas, they will not come back. That what is that process, or what is that path? Bhagavan explains in the next slokam 23. Yatra kale tvanavrittim avrittim chaiva yoginaha prayata yanti tam kalam vakshyami bharatarshabha. One more time. Yatra kale tvanavrittim avrittim chaiva yoginaha prayata yanti tam kalam vakshyami bharatarshabha. Hey Arjuna, Bharatarshabha, hey Arjuna, yatra kale tu prayataha. When or at what time, okay, in what state of mind one drops this body, okay, and lives. Okay, at that, when the jiva drops his body, yatra kale tu prayataha, Yoginaha. Yoginaha here means one who is practicing equanimity of the mind, one who is practicing yoga. Okay, that one who is practicing for yoga or one who is in the path of yoga. All that. Yoginaha anavrittim yanti, not returning back to earth. Okay, but not returning back to earth by they don't come back to earth by crossing devalokas, that many lokas, and reaching brahmalokam. Okay, by reaching brahmalokam, by crossing various other lokas, reach brahmalokam, they don't return, they don't come back, no punarjanma. Anavrittim yanti cha eva. Similarly, avrittim yanti, avrittim yanti, that is the at what time when they leave the their body, when they drop the body, they come back, they return to earth, those yogis, tam kalam. Okay, that time, that state of mind, okay, that state of mind, that state of mind, or that those jivas, they who come back to earth, that means they take birth again. Okay, these two paths, tam kalam, that time, vakshyami, I will tell you. So what Bhagavan says that na avrittim, yatra kale tu prayataha anavrittim yanti, those yoginaha who do not come back here, they cross various lokas and reach brahmaloka. And avrittim yanti, those yogis who practice this equanimity but they come back to earth. So these are the two paths I will explain. Okay, though I will explain here. Vakshyami, I will explain to you. We have discussed this earlier, but it is one more time we will discuss this. There are, in general, we can take it as 4 paths. Okay, 4. One is Jivan Mukti, or it is called Sadhyo Mukti. One who realizes Ekameva Advitiyam. There is no two. Sarvam Khal Vidam Brahma. Only Bodham is here. Only consciousness alone exists. The world that appears to the sense organs, they don't have any reality. It is mithya. Mithya means which do not have an adi, which does not have a beginning, which does not have an ending, but which exists for some time, right? Which does not appear earlier, but which appears for some time and disappears. Adavandau ja ennasti vartamanepi tat tatha. So that one which appears for some time, which does not have a permanent existence before or after, that is mithya. One who realizes this, and one who realizes that only consciousness alone is there, and that which appears as this world is consciousness alone. Right? That which appears as many, they are not many, but that consciousness alone, only consciousness alone exists, which appears as many. Okay, one who realizes this way will not see duality here. That is Ekameva Advitiyam. Absolutely no other. Nothing exists other than me. One who realizes this way, that is Jivan Mukti. Okay, so there is no going and coming, etc. For such jivas, this jiva, they don't consider themselves as jiva, because the jiva itself, the jiva bhavam, is like a mirage. It does not have an existence other than consciousness Paramatma. So this is the Jivatma Paramatma Aikyam. One who realizes myself as Paramatma. That those jivas, okay, those people, they are called Jivan Muktas. They will have this body till the body is dropped. They will continue to remain with this body, but they are Brahman. They know as Brahman, not Brahma with Brahmaiva. They Brahman only. They are Brahman. They are Jnanis, and that is called Jivan Mukti. This is path number 1. Second is Krama Mukti. Krama Mukti is by constant Atma Vicharam. Who am I? What is God? What is Jagat, etc. One who starts studying and understanding Vedanta through proper text and Guru. One who realizes this. Intellectually, clarity is there. But because of the prarabdha, the total assimilation has not happened. They do Pranavopasana, Omkaropasana, or Saguna Brahmopasana, thinking or contemplating on one Ishta Devata and seeing that Ishta Devata on everyone. Such people, such jivas, when they drop this body, they think of only that God, and or through Omkaropasana, chanting Om, one drops the body, they go to the Brahma Loka. Okay, this is Krama Mukti. This is the Krama Mukti. These are the two. Second one. This is called Devayana Margam or Uttarayana Margam, Jyotir Margam, etc. Various names are there. Okay, this is the same. This is all the same. Devayanam, Uttarayanam, etc. This is the path of light. Okay, so this is the Uttarayana Margam where they go to Brahmalokam, and there, from there they don't come back. They merge with God. They merge with the Paramatma. This is the Krama Mukti 2. Third one is there are other people, other human beings or other jivas who perform a lot of good karmas, punya karmas. They do by yajnam, danam, etc. And they accumulate lot of punyam here, and they do karma also for the enjoyments in this world, that is earth, as well as in the other world. They want to be happy in the other world like Swargam, etc. So they do a lot of punya karmas, and such jivas, when they drop this body, so they go to the Pitralokam. They go to Pitralokam where they enjoy. There is no dukkham there, absolutely no sorrow. They stay happy with the devas, and once whatever punya karmas they do to go to Surgalokam gets exhausted, and they come back to earth for fulfilling their desires which were remaining when they were doing karma here. So those karmas, those actions with a desire to fulfill something in this world, they will come back here, and those punyas, punya karmas or punyas which they do here to enjoy in the other world, that gets exhausted. When that punya gets exhausted in the punya lokam or the Pitralokam, they come back. When that gets exhausted, they come back here because they have unfulfilled desires in this world, earth. So they come back to earth. So this is the Dakshinayana Margam, or it is called Dhuma Margam. So this is the third. So Jivan Mukti or Sadhya Mukti, then the Krama Mukti, the intellectual clarity is there but could not assimilate because of Prarabdham. They go to Brahmalokam, and from there they merge with God. Third one is those who do a lot of good karmas, punya karmas, that is helping others, giving charity, and let the other people enjoy all they also enjoy. For that they spend money, they spend time, etc. Those other than fulfilling own desires, they do such punya karmas like hospitals and giving social service, etc. All that punya karmas, they go to the pitralokam, and once the punyas gets exhausted, okay, the happiness gets exhausted in those, they come back to earth to fulfill their unfulfilled desires which they wanted to fulfill in the next life. So that is the third. And the fourth one is those who do not do any punya karmas at all. They are the pure selfish. They do not think about others. They do all papa karmas, or they don't do any such good karmas also. Okay, just do karma for their own benefits. Such people, that jiva will not go anywhere. They will just if they have done lot of papa karmas, they will go to narakam, means lot of dukkham, and once that dukkham is over, they will take birth as per their unfulfilled desires. Whatever unfulfilled desires are remaining in them, whatever is there, accordingly they will get a new body and they will continue the journey here itself. So here the uttamas or the good is the Uttarayana Margam and Dakshinayana Margam. They are the Uttama Janmas. They do a lot of good karmas. One with the notion that I am doing, the other one as a yoga, karma yoga. I don't want anything either here nor there. That person, that jiva reaches the Brahmalogam and they do not come back. So these are the four margas. So Bhagavan says, Yatra kale tvanavrittim avrittim chaiva yoginaha prayata yanti tam kalam vakshyami bharatarshava. Arjuna, I will explain to you these two paths. That is, one is now return and the other one is return. Okay, one is with a return ticket ready, return ticket is ready. The other one is one-way ticket. Okay, so we'll move to the 24th verse. Bhagavan continues, which is the Uttarayana Margam. Agnir Jyotiraha, 24th. Agnir Jyotiraha Shuklaha Shanmasa Uttarayanam Tatra Prayata Gachanti Brahma Vido Janaha. Agnir Jyotiraha Shuklaha Shanmasa Uttarayanam Tatra Prayata Gachanti Brahma Vido Janaha. Okay. Agnihi. See this Uttarayana Margam. When the body is dropped, the jiva goes to the Agni, Jyoti, Ahaha, daytime, Shuklaha, that is Shukla Paksham. I will explain all this. Shanmasa, 6 months of Uttarayanam. This is the Uttarayana Margam. Tatra Prayataha. Okay. Whoever goes in this path when dropping the body, Brahma Vidaha Janaha. They are the Brahma Vidaha. They know Brahman. Okay. Paroksha Brahmakyani. They are called Paroksha Brahmakyani. They know intellectually. Okay, Brahma Vidaha, they know Brahman. What is Brahman? Brahma Gachanti. So they go to the Devata Slokam are crossed, Devata Lokams are crossed, they go to all the Deva Slokam, then they reach the Brahma Lokam, Brahma Gachanti. And from there they are taught Vedanta by the Guru Brahma himself. Adi Guru Brahma himself, he will teach them and they attained moksham there, or they merge with the Brahman. Okay, this is the Archiradi Margam. Okay, Archiradi Margam is Uttarayana Margam. Okay, This is the path of light. Please understand this way. This is the path of light. Light is always connected with the jnanam. Light is always connected with the jnanam. That is why it's called jnana agni. Okay, agni. So that is why the first is Agni Devata. So this jiva, when dropping the body, will be carried by the Agni Devata, and after Agni Devata, you see Agni Devata is same when in Ishavasya Upanishad also. Agni Naya Subhada, like that it will come. So the Agni which leads, it's also light. So Agni Devata first, it will take to the next Jyotir Devata, and from Jyotir Devata it will take to the Ahar Devata. Ahar is the daylight, day Devata. Okay, the Devata. From there it goes to the Shukla Paksha Devata. Shukla Paksham is from the Amavasa, that is the new moon or no moon, Amavasa to full moon day. So that is the Shukla Paksham. Okay, that Shukla Paksha Devata, from the Shukla Paksha Devata, it will be carried over to, handed over to Uttarayana Devata. Uttarayana Devata is the 6 months, 6 months of the time when the sun moves from the south to east when it rises. You know, when you look at the sunrise, you will see that the sun moves from the southern part to the northern. So this is the Uttarayana Margam, that 6 months, that Devata. And from there, next is Samvatsara Devata. And from the Samvatsara Devata, then the Jiva reaches Sukshma Shariram. Okay, Jiva means the Sukshma Shariram. Because the Sthula Shariram is dropped, the Sukshma Shariram, the subtle body, it reaches the Devalogam. And from the Devalogam, it reaches the Vayulogam. From Vayulogam, it reaches the Aditya Logam. Aditya Logam to Chandra Logam. Then from the Chandra Logam to Vidyut Logam. Vidyut Logam to Varuna Logam. From Varuna Logam, the Sukshma Shariram reaches Indra Logam. From Indra Logam reaches Prajapati Logam. Prajapati Logam is called Brahma Logam or Satya Logam, etc. Where Brahma himself, Brahma will give Vedantic knowledge, and this Sukshma Shariram, this Jiva merges with the Brahman. So this is the path of Uttarayana Margam. So it is a Jnana Margam. You know, it is the path of light. This is called Krama Mukti. See, now this is as per our scriptures, etc. See, all this is Jnana Margam, means it is the, see, the Krama Mukti. See, Mukti means renunciation. Okay, I was reading a commentary. There is beautifully explained. Mukti means realization. This realization or self-realization cannot be, it does not have the characteristics of gradualness. Okay, so then what is it? Realization is just know that you are Brahman. Then where is this gradual realization? So Krama Mukti means gradual realization. So what it means is that it is the gradual renunciation. Okay, I like that very much. The definition of Krama Mukti as gradual renunciation after knowing the truth. So the Krama Mukti is gradual realization, which is the path of Jnana, which is the path of light. Okay, so the Sukshma Shariram is nothing but the mind. So the mind, when it transforms from ignorance to the Vidya Margam, ignorance to Jnanam, okay, that path which is Kramam. So gradual renunciation. What is renunciation? Tyagam, that there is no Raga and Dvesha. Those things which we are attached to will be dropped off in a very slow manner. That gradual renunciation is Krama Mukti. Okay. So this is the meaning of the verse 24th. So it is the path of knowledge, path of light. Then Bhagavan explains the other 25th verse. Dhumo ratristatha Krishnaha Shanmasa Dakshinayanam Tatra Chandramasam Jyotir Yogi Prapya Nivartate. Dhumo ratristatha Krishnaha Shanmasa Dakshinayanam Tatra Chandramasam Jyotir Yogi Prapya Nivartate. Dhumam. Dhumam means smoke. It's a path of darkness. It's a path of darkness where there is no clarity, where there is don't know about Atmajnanam is not there. Then Dhumam, Ratri, night. Ratri means night. Tadha Krishnaha, that is Krishna Paksham. Krishna Paksham is the time from the Paurnami or the full moon to the Amavasi, new moon or no moon. Okay. So that time is the Krishna Paksham. Then Krishna Paksham, then Dakshinayanam, the 6 months where the sun travels from the north to south, that is 6 months. Yogi, one who is travels in the path of Dakshinayanam, okay, while dropping the body. Then Chandramasam, Jyotihi Prapya, they reach the place where the Chandrayana Margam, they reach the Chandra the Lokam, and then from there, once that is the Pidur Lokam, okay, Pidur Lokam, they enjoy their time with the Devas. They enjoy the time with the Devas, as in Brahma Sutram it is explained, or Brihadaranyakam, I don't remember, where will be like the pets. Okay, like the pets, they will enjoy with the Devas, and once there is no dukkham at all happiness alone, once that is exhausted, nivartate, they returns to again. Okay, here yogi means one, here yogi meaning that one who has been performing yajnam, danam, etc., a lot of punya karmas. So he is also in the path of spirituality only. Okay, that is why they are also those who are doing a lot of good karmas, punya karmas, for the benefit of others, one who is doing a lot of, but the only difference between this and that is that here he takes pride in what he is doing, he or she is doing. Okay, so because of that, the happiness will be there. That happiness is being enjoyed. That is what we call it enjoyment or the sukham. Okay, but that is also temporary. Once that gets exhausted, they come back to earth. So here they are also called yogi because they are also in the path of spirituality. Only punyatmas, those who have done a lot of punya karmas, they don't do any bad karmas at all, right? They don't go to naragam. So such people, they will come to the krama mukti state. Okay, they will come to the krama mukti state. So they are also called yogis only. Dhumo ratristatha Krishnaha Shanmasa Dakshinayanam Tatra Chandramasam Jyotir Yogi Prapya Nivartate. These are the people who are in the path of karma margam, but they are attached, very much attached to the money, the relations, the name and fame, etc. But still, while they are doing all this or attached to all this, at the same time they do a lot of good karmas with a doership. Okay, such jiva, when dropping the body, the Sukshma Shariram travels in the Dakshinayana Margam. What is the Dakshinayana Margam? First is the Dhuma Devata. Okay, Dhumam. Dhumam means a smoke. that Devata carries this Sukshma Shariram to the Ratri Devata, and from the Ratri Devata it is being handed over to Krishna Paksha Devata, from the Krishna Paksha Devata to the Dakshinayana Devata, then to the Chandralokam. Chandralokam is same as Pitralokam. Pitralokam, okay, Pitralokam, and Dakshinayana Devata, Chandralokam, Pitralokam. Here, as per scriptures, they say that this Sukshma Shariram gets a body of water. Okay, it gets a water body, it gets a body of the water, lives happily with the Devas for a time, for such a time which is proportional to the Punya Karmas. Whatever Punya Karmas one carries, one does, according to that proportionally they stay for a time period with the Devas. Once that is over, then they are pushed. Okay, they are pushed to the Dyo. Dyo means atmosphere. They will be pushed to the atmosphere to enjoy to come back to earth as per the karma vasana. Okay, as per the karma vasana that is remaining, whatever the unfulfilled desires are there which remains as karma vasana, accordingly this jiva will get a new body in the earth. So that travel back, once the punyas are exhausted from the Pitralokam, the travel back to earth is called Panchagni Vidya. You must have heard this Panchagni. Okay, this Panchagni Vidya is this path, the return path to earth from the Pitralokam is called Panchagni Vidya. So we will explain this because we will not get a chance to explain this. This is there in Brahma Sutram. Dyoho, atmosphere is the first Agni, fire. Atmosphere is the first Agni where it is the water bodied Sukshma Shariram. The Sukshma Shariram, the subtle body, that is Ahuti, or that is offered into the fire of atmosphere is the first one. Then Parjanya Agni. Parjanya Agni. So Parjanya means the Vrishti. Okay, the clouds. So the next is the Parjanya Agni, that is the Agni. Vrishti Devata is the Devata, and that is in the clouds. That is the second. So here the body, okay, the body which was a water body which turns into Soma Rupam. Soma Rupam means it is little more nutritious, you can take, or little more dense. Okay, you can think like that, little more. With that body, it is offered into the Parjanya Agni. From there, this is the Soma Rupam. From there, where the Soma Rupam has got all 5 elements in it now. Okay, from Apaha it becomes Somam, that means it is little more added. All the 5 elements are also added into this body of the Sukshma Shariram. And this through the Vrishti Devata means rains. Through the rains, the third Agni, the first Agni is atmosphere, the second Agni is the clouds, the third Agni is the earth. So this Sukshma Shariram will be offered into the Bhumi Agni. This Bhuhu as the Agni, the earth. Then the earth adds several minerals and other things into this body of this, the Sukshma Shariram, of this, the Jiva. And then this is it becomes Annam. Okay, this becomes Annam, food, it becomes food. That is the fourth, it becomes food. From the from the third Bhumi, the earth is the third Agni. From there, it becomes food, and this is offered into the Purusha Agni. Okay, the Purushan, the man. Purusha Agni, and from the Purusha Agni, it turns into Retas. Okay, Bija Rupam. Through the Bija Rupam, it is offered into the Stri, the woman. So the fifth Agni is the woman, the fourth is the Purusha, the man, the third is the Bhumi, earth, and the second is the clouds, and the first is the atmosphere. So this is the travel of the Sukshma Shariram through these 5 Agnis into the womb, into the woman, and there the Sukshma Shariram takes the next form. So here it need not necessarily be human being, or it can be any other also. But in this case, it will be human only, because this person has done a lot of good karmas. So he has gone to the Pitralokam and coming back will be a human being. Whereas those who are the lower, who have not done any punya karmas, who have done a lot of papa karmas, they will not, this travel is not there, neither the Uttarayanam nor the Dakshinayanam. They will be born here itself. There is no travel as such. So this is the Panchagni Vidya, which is explained in the 25th. Dhumo Ratris Tadha Krishnaha Shanmasa Dakshinayanam Tatra Chandramasam Jyodihi Yogi Prapya Nivartate. They come back. So the Agnis are Dyo, Parjanyam, Prithivi, Purusha, Yoshit. These are the 5 Agnis, and the Rupam is Shraddha, Somam, Vrishti, Annam and Retas. So these are the 5 forms which the Sukshma Rupam takes, and then the Jiva is formed in the womb of a woman and is born again. Okay. So Bhagavan continues, 26th verse. Shukla Krishne Gati Hete Jagata Shashvate Mate Ekaya Yatyana Vritti Manyaya Vartate Punaha. Shukla Pakshe, Shukla Krishne, both the paths of light and darkness, Ete Gadi, these two paths, Jakataha Shashvate Matehi. These 2 paths, okay, the Dakshinayana and Uttarayanam, these 2 paths, Shukla Gadi and Krishna Gadi, these 2 paths which rules or which controls the world of karma. This whole universe is controlled by these 2 paths, which is Shashvatam, which is there since the world is there. Since that time, since ignorance is there, till that time, both these paths are ever there. Shukla Gadi and Krishna Gadi, Jagadaha Shashvate Matehi. Okay, and this does not, the paths are not changed at all. The paths will be there evaya, all times. Then Ekaya, one of these two paths, Anavrittim Yati. One of these 2 paths which is there for a long time. These 2 paths, one path is Anavrittim Yati, there is no return, and Anyaya Punaha Avartate. The other path is returning path. One does not come back. As we discussed, the one who has done Atma Vicharam, who has studied Vedanta, understood my true nature is Atma only. I am no different from Paramatma. Understanding is very clear, and while practicing, the person is practicing in his life, but unfortunately because of the prarabdham, that as total assimilation did not come. But before dropping the body, by chanting Om or thinking about that Saguna Brahman or the Ishtadevada, one drops the body, he goes to the Brahmalokam and never returns. Whereas the other jiva, which did not have the clarity on what is Brahman, etc., did a lot of good karmas for the benefit of others, and one who wanted happiness. See, one thing we have to remember here. Some people might say, I don't want some Swargam, etc., Paralogam, etc. I don't believe. I do good karmas with that. So that doing that good karmas will produce happiness. See, any karma will have a result. So long as there is a doership, there will be a enjoyership. Okay, so someone says who has no idea of Swargam, who does not have any Pitraloka, etc., the person can't say all this. But if there is a doership in it, the enjoyership will be there, and that enjoyment will be happiness, and that happiness with one who does with a doership will have that happiness. That happiness is termed as Swargam or Pitralokam, etc. Okay, so it is not necessary that someone who has not studied this Pitralokam and Swargalokam will not reach Swargalokam. Never think like that, because if there is a karma which a doership, it will have a definitely will have a result. Okay, so here the Shukla Krishna Giti, okay, one is the path of light, which we already explained. The other is path of darkness, which is darkness. Another word is Jadam, Ajnanam, Bandham, Avidya, etc. All are same. Light is Chaitanyam, Jnanam, Moksham, and it is the Vidya Margam. And it's the Vidya Margam. The other one is without knowledge, Avidya Margam. Both these paths are for Punyatmas. This is very, very important. Both these are for Punyatmas. But if those those do not have these two qualities, or there is absolutely no knowledge of Atma, and there is no doing of good karmas at all, one who is purely selfish and does whatever that person wants to fulfill his own desires, his or her own desires, such jivas will have no going. These two paths are not there. They will go to Naragam. Naragam means Dukkham. Dukkham. Lot of sufferings will be there, and once that is over, it will take a new form as per the karma vasana in that jiva. It can be anything. It can be human being, it can be animal, it can be a worm, or it can be anything. We have no idea. So, but as per karma vasanas, that will take next jadam. Because the identification is with the body, you see. When the identification is with body, the body will turn, the body will change, and that will change to any form. Okay. So, yeah, this is the verse number 26. In this Mahanarayana Upanishad also, there is in the last there is a verse. Those who are interested, in the Jnana Yajna, the 80th Anuvagam of Mahanarayana Upanishad, it says, Ya evam vidvanu dagayane pramiyate devanameva mahimanam gatva dityasya sayujyam gacchatyathayo dakshine pramiyate pitranameva mahimanam gatva chandramasas sayujyagam sayujyagam salokatamapnotyetau vaisūrya chandramasor mahimanau brahmano vidvan abhijayati tasmat brahmano mahimanamapnoti tasmat brahmano mahimanamityupanishad. This is that. The meaning is what we have explained just now. But just for quoting, I quoted from Mahanarayana Upanishad, which is the last portion of Mahanarayana Upanishad. So these are the two parts. Okay. Now we will move to the 27th verse. So here in one more in a commentary which I read, which Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya has written that even when if someone is saguna sharananam api, that is, even when somebody is instead of nirgunopasana, one who is doing sagunopasana, like Ishtadevata or Shiva or Shakti or Vishnu or Kali or Skanda, etc., one who is worshipping sagunopasana, if that jiva, while dropping the body, before that, if he realizes that everything is that Shakti alone or that Devata alone, and that jiva also will be going to Brahmalokam, and there will be no return. So this is written by Adi Shankaracharya. So there is absolutely no problem in having Nirgunopasana or Sagunopasana. But only condition is that When someone is doing Sagunopasana, must see that same Krishna or same Rama in everything around. Okay. We will move to the 27th verse. So today we will complete the Akshara Brahma Yogam, and from next week onwards we will be starting with the Raja Vidya Raja Guhya Yogam, 9th chapter. We will start with the 9th chapter. So we'll continue 2 more slokas in this. So we have been almost close to 2 years. We started sometime in August, I think 2022. We are in the 8th chapter only, or we have completed 8th chapter. That is okay. 27th verse. Naite sriti partha janan Naite sriti partha janan yogi muhyati kaschana tasmat sarveshu kaleshu yoga yukto bhavarjuna. Earlier, I don't remember where, tasmat sarveshu kaleshu ma manusmara yudhyacha. He said here, tasmat sarveshu kaleshu yoga yukto bhavarjuna. Okay. Hey Partha, Arjuna, ede sriti. Ete sriti, hey Arjuna, these 2 paths of Vidya and Avidya, that is the path of light and the path of darkness. Janan kaschana yogi, that yogi who knows, who understands these 2 paths clearly, na muhyati. Okay, na muhyati, never gets deluded in the material world, never gets deluded in this laukika sukham. Arjuna, again calling Arjuna, tasmat sarveshu kaleshu, because of this, because of the above, because of this above, a yogi who knows these 2 paths very clearly, never gets deluded in this worldly pleasures. Arjuna, tasmat sarveshu kaleshu, at all times, okay, at all times, while performing any karma, wherever we are, whichever location we are, whatever job we are doing, whichever situation we are, rich, poor, father, mother, or whichever role we are playing, okay, whichever role we are playing, whichever karma we are doing, sarveshu kaleshu yoga yuktaha bhava. You practice equanimity of the mind, that is yogam, samatvam yoga uchyate. Don't forget, yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. That is the definition of yoga. Samatvam, equanimity of the mind, shanti of the mind, which every one of us must practice, having the knowledge that what is our true nature. Through Atma Vicharam, stay calm, stay in Shanti, come what may. So that yoga yuktaha bhava. Hey Arjuna, you practice yoga yuktaha. Yoga yuktaha means practice yoga and stay established in Atma alone. Yoga yukto bhavarjuna. Practice equanimity of the mind and stay established in Atma only. This is the 27th verse. So I am not again explaining about the importance of getting rid of raga and dvesha. We have explained it many times. That is our ajnanam. That is the ignorance, and know our true nature is the only goal, must be the only goal in our life. Practice that and this Uttarayana Margam, Dakshinayana Margam, etc. All these, one who understands this very clearly, will never get deluded. So the Shruti also says that why this much explanation is given? Why so much of explanation of this Uttarayana Margam, Dakshinayana Margam, and all the Naragam, etc. is explained in many Puranas, so that we understand our true nature and know God and stay established in Atma. That must be our only goal. Jivan Mukti is our goal. We don't want to come back to this life because the moment we identify with our body, the sorrow is awaiting. The sadness, the disturbance of the mind is awaiting. Everything is all set. Life, Janma, Punarjanma, all this is very much ready the moment we identify ourselves with this body. So, to avoid that, we should not enter into this Dakshinayana Margam or the path of doing karma alone for the benefit, not doing any punya karma, etc. Those who are just selfish, most selfish, we should not be that. We should raise ourselves from the selfish attitude to the next level, and then Jivan Mukti. So that is our goal. That is why in this yogi word is given for both Dakshinayanam and Uttarayanam. Both Bhagavan has said the yogi only. This is the reason. Those who are in the path of spirituality will have this Dakshinayana Margam and subsequently Uttarayana Margam, right? Or Jivan Mukti. So here these paths are also explained here so that we know our true nature and know our true nature now and here. Now and here only. That is Jivan Mukti. No need to go to these worlds and come back and all that explanation, etc. is to have to develop vairagyam, to develop dispassion to the worldly pleasures. That is the purpose of all these explanations of Dakshinayana Margam and all these Margams, Uttarayana Margam, etc. So let us practice the real spirituality, right? The real spirituality. See, there is something which I want to read. Just read what in one of the commentary which I read. A devotee once asked, this is the talk number 279. A devotee asked Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi about rebirth. The question is, how long does it take for a man to be reborn after death? Is it immediately after death or sometime later? Maharshi replied, you do not know what you were before birth, yet you want to know what you will be after death. Do you know what are you now? Birth and death pertain to the body. You are identifying the self with the body. It is a wrong identification. You believe that the body has been born and will die and confound the phenomena relating to the one with the other. Know your real thing and these questions will not arise. Birth and rebirth are mentioned only to make you investigate the question and find out there are neither births nor rebirths. They relate to the body and not to the self. Know the self and be not perturbed or disturbed by doubts. Okay, this is what Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi answered to this question. So we will conclude the chapter with the 28th verse. Vedeshu yajneshu tapassu chaiva daneshu yat punyaphalam pradishtam atyeti tat sarvamidam viditva yogi param sthanamuchaiti chadyam. Yogi param sthanam upaiti chadyam. Sthanam upaiti. Yogi param sthanam upaiti. Vedeshu, by studying Vedas, yajneshu, tapassu, daneshu. In this yajnam, or the yajnam, tapas, that one pointed ekagrata, austerity, etc. Daneshu, giving charity and others. Yat punyabalam pradishtam. All these punyabalam that you get. So the yogi who realizes this transcends the fruits of all punyas, punya deeds associated with the study of Vedas, yajnas, the austerities and charities, etc. Yogi idam viditva, the yogi who realizes this akshara brahman. This idam viditva means one who realizes this Bhagavan, one who realizes this Brahman, one who realizes this aksharam, okay, akshara Brahman, one who realizes this, tat sarvam atyedieva, he transcends all that. What? All the yat punya phalam pradishtam, all those punya phalam that you get by doing, studying Vedas, yajnam, tapas, danam, etc. He transcends all that. Means he gets everything by knowing the self. He gets to the state of Brahman, state of happiness, ever happiness. Whereas all other punyas, etc., it is transitory, it is temporary, right? Whereas the ultimate happiness will be know the self as bodham and consciousness that we get upaiti. He reaches, he attains that. Param sthanam upaiti. Adyam param sthanam. Why adyam? Adyam means before the srishti or before the projection of this world. What it was before is Brahman, Bodham alone. That Bodham alone is what projected as this Srishti. My true nature is that Bodham and only. Bodham, Pratibodha Viditam. That is what Kena Upanishad says. Pratibodha Viditam Madam Amrutatvam hi vindade. Every moment I am Bodham only. I am consciousness only. I am nothing else. Knowing this truth, one who this alone was there before the Srishti, right? Before the Srishti, contemplate this point, analyze the Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, etc. We will come to know that we are that consciousness alone. From this whole world arises, stays for some time and subsides. Okay, so dissolves. So this Bodham, that is Adyam Param Sthanam. That know the self as that Adyam Param Sthanam, okay, Upaiti, attains that. So let us think of this Akshara Brahman. Akshara means this letter Om as well as this Brahman. We will chant Om 3 times and we will conclude this chapter. We will continue next week from the next chapter, 9th chapter. So we will chant Om 3 times and then we will stop. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Harihi Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu.